Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Sister Wives, I hope Robyn leaves Kody Brown. She deserves better. Sister Wives Season 19 is just around the corner, and while Kody Brown has seen 3 of his original wives leave him, I'm hopeful that Robyn Brown will do the same in the next season or beyond. Sister Wives has showcased the complicated lives of the Brown family for years, revealing the ins and outs of plural marriage in a way that humanized the practice for many viewers. Showing that their family had just as much love and drama as others, the Brown family was able to provide information about plural marriage while ensuring their children and family's privacy was protected. Kody, who was originally married to Mary Brown, Janelle Brown, and Cristin Brown, brought Robyn into the fold in 2010. After spending years neglecting his large family and several wives to drive 4 hours each way to visit Robyn and her children multiple times per week, Kody married Robyn in 2014. She replaced Mary as Kody's only legal wife for him to adopt the children she had from a previous marriage, and though it seemed they'd all happily coexist in their plural marriage together, things got rockier for the incredibly large family as the years went on and tension brewed. Throughout the run of Sister Wives, Kody has made it clear that Robyn is his favorite wife and has been since she joined the family in the mid-2010s. Kody's behavior prior to meeting Robyn and bringing her into the family was different. He would be deliberate about his time, keeping to a schedule that gave his wives equal attention, but once Robyn joined the family, things changed. Even though Kody dedicates time and effort into his relationship with Robyn, he doesn't seem to have respect for her as a partner. Dismissive and short with her, Kody often puts Robyn down. Although Kody and Robyn's relationship has been quite different than his marriages with his other wives, I believe Kody will eventually get sick of Robyn in the same way he got sick of Cristin, Janelle, and Mary. Though Kody would deny it, he appeared to get bored of the other marriages he was in once he found true romantic love with Robyn. No longer treating being a husband as a chore, Kody got excited at the prospect of a new, shiny marriage. Once his relationship with Robyn reaches the multi-decade mark, I believe Kody will get bored with Robyn's behavior. After their marriages to Kody, Cristin, Janelle, and Mary have all been doing well, despite dealing with some drama. As documented in Sister Wives Season 18, Kody's relationships with Janelle and Mary have been the most recent to crumble under the pressure of his marriage to Robyn. While he's still with Robyn, she's been able to witness the way that Kody's former wives have flourished after their marriages with him ended. It's possible Robyn may be ready to take a cue from her former sister wives and gain her own sense of independence, even if that's not what she wants. Robyn Brown sat on the edge of her bed, the moonlight filtering through the window and casting a soft glow on her face. She glanced at the clock on her bedside table. It was well past midnight, but sleep eluded her. She couldn't shake the thoughts swirling in her mind, the doubts that had taken root and grown over the years. It wasn't supposed to be like this. When she joined the Brown family, she believed in the promise of a plural marriage, a loving, supportive, and harmonious family. Instead, she found herself entangled in a web of jealousy, resentment, and unmet expectations. Robyn sighed deeply and reached for her journal, a habit she had picked up as a way to process her feelings. As she opened the worn pages, she couldn't help but think back to when she first met Kody. His charm and charisma had drawn her in, and his vision for their family seemed like a dream come true. But dreams have a way of turning into nightmares, and the reality of living in a plural marriage had been far from idyllic. Kody's attention was always divided, his time stretched thin between his wives and children. Robyn often felt like an afterthought, her needs and desires pushed aside in the chaos of their large family. She had hoped for a partner who would be there for her, someone who would make her feel cherished and valued. Instead, she often felt lonely, her heart itching for the love and companionship that seemed to elude her. It wasn't just Kody's neglect that troubled Robyn. The tension between the wives had grown unbearable over the years. The once strong bonds of sisterhood had frayed, replaced by competition and bitterness. Robyn couldn't help but feel that she was often the target of their frustration, the scapegoat for their dissatisfaction. She longed for peace, for a sense of unity and harmony that seemed increasingly out of reach. As Robyn poured her heart onto the pages of her journal, she couldn't ignore the nagging voice in her head that questioned her choices. Why did she stay? What was she holding on to? Was it fear of the unknown, or a misplaced sense of loyalty to a man who no longer seemed to care? She thought about her children, their innocent faces lighting up her world. They were the reason she had stayed as long as she had, the reason she had endured the heartache and disappointment. But was it fair to them? Were they better off in a fractured family, or would they thrive in a more stable and loving environment, even if that meant leaving Kody behind? The decision weighed heavily on Robyn's mind, but she knew she couldn't continue living this way. She deserved better. She deserved a partner who would be there for her, who would make her feel loved and appreciated. Her children deserved a mother who was happy and fulfilled, not one who was constantly torn apart by the chaos of their family life. Robyn wiped away a tear that had escaped down her cheek and closed her journal. She knew what she had to do, but the thought of it filled her with a mix of fear and hope. Leaving Kody would be one of the hardest things she had ever done, but she knew it was the right choice for her and her children. In the days that followed, Robyn began to quietly make plans for her departure. She reached out to friends and family for support, knowing that she would need a strong network to help her through the transition. She also began to have difficult conversations with her children, gently preparing them for the changes ahead. Kody, oblivious to the storm brewing within his family, continued with his usual routines. Robyn watched him from a distance, her resolve strengthening with each passing day. She knew that he would never change, that he was too set in his ways to become the partner she needed. It was time for her to take control of her own happiness, to forge a new path for herself and her children. The day of her departure dawned bright and clear, the sky a brilliant blue, as if nature itself was encouraging her to take this bold step. Robyn packed her bags with a mixture of sadness and relief, her heart heavy but determined. She left a letter for Kody, explaining her decision and expressing her hope that he would one day understand. As she drove away from the home they had shared, Robyn felt a sense of liberation wash over her. The weight that had been pressing down on her for so long began to lift, replaced by a renewed sense of hope and possibility. She didn't know what the future held, but she was ready to face it with courage and determination. Robyn found a small, cozy house on the outskirts of town, a place where she and her children could start fresh. It wasn't grand or luxurious, but it was filled with love and warmth. She focused on creating a nurturing environment for her children, pouring all of her energy into building a stable and happy home. In the months that followed, Robyn began to rediscover herself. She pursued her passions, made new friends.